Hi everyone, I'm aiming for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm Marina Parenti, and it's really nice to be here with you in class. I'm in San Diego, and it is war. So here we have Michael Winship and his research on godly republicanism. And I'm looking at 5 core components throughout these slides that are supported by Francis Bremer's John Winthrop and the Shaping of New England, and then Stephen Foster's The Long Argument. I'll show you these in my works cited. So let's get started. So first we're looking at how it's created. So in 1630, Massachusetts Bay Colony, they pioneered godly republicanism, which was really the system of blending Puritan ideals with civic governance. So John Winthrop, as governor, he proposed the colonists become free men with voting rights, which was a radical move in Charles I England. There had been no other group like this that had local control, according to Winship. Then Bremer noted that Winthrop's vision balanced religious purity with civic liberty, and so that would take us all the way back to the Greeks in doing so. And that sets Massachusetts apart, again, according to Bremer. So this system protected churches and liberties, as Winship noted, and I'm paraphrasing here. It opened new perspectives in these political spaces of British North America and Puritanism. So in the roots of Puritan resistance, of godly republicanism, they're resisting arbitrary power, especially in church governance. So Presbyterian Puritans, they feared tyranny, and they advocate for participatory structures, which Massachusetts readily adapted into its own political system. And this is according to Foster. Now, Winship went on to explain that this ecclesiastical republicanism rejected unchecked power, which really aligns with our Constitution today. And it was very much unlike England's monarchical norms, and this again is according to Winship. And so these ideas, they were created in this secret meetings, and they shaped a colony that was really leery of centralized control. Moving forward in 1631, Massachusetts restricted voting to church members to ensure an electorate of honest and good men, and it does center on men in these early stages. And so it's blending this Puritan discipline with civic virtue, according to Winship. Bremer, in this part, highlights its move to protect the church from worldly magistrates, creating a government of visible saints, unique in New Haven. And so it's a bold step to show their godliness that is connected to governance. And that reinforces the colony's mission. The colony also restricted traditional power structures. So that power structure then was in opposition to hereditary rule, which, they had come from. So Massachusetts leaders like Winthrop and John Cotton, they rejected this hereditary rule to prevent tyranny. And they favored annual elections for accountability. And you can see where this is headed, and this is according to Winship. And Foster goes on to note that Puritans distrusted unchecked power, and that drove that position that Winship supports. And that's seen in their resistance to a hereditary upper house that was put up in the 1630s, according to Foster. So now they're committed to elected governance, and that sets them apart from English traditions. This governance then led to bold claims of autonomy. And we look into the 1640s, where Massachusetts charter gave its general court absolute power as a near sovereign republic, according to Winship. Well, Bremer talks about it as the colony resisted English oversight and minted its own coins and justified its autonomy. But unlike the English towns, Massachusetts, it built a distinct republican state, shaping its unique identity. I'd like you to take a look at my work cited with Bremer, Foster, and Winship. And thank you for listening.